Now, while we are on the topic of question time, has anybody done a welfare check on Chris Bowen recently? Anyone seen him? How's he going? Because it seems his Muppet show performance is back. In fact, it's bigger than ever for another parliamentary year.
People in rural and regional Australia have the most to gain out of the jobs and investment created by net zero, Mr Speaker. That's what the Albanese government gets. That's what those who betray rural and regional Australia do not understand.
Look, it's very clear this guy has barely spent a day in the regions in his whole life. He doesn't get it. He pops on his steel-cap boots, his hard hat every few months for a photo opportunity, a big smile, a thumbs up next to a battery, and every now and then announces wind farms in the regions, and really that is about it. Has he read the paper? Just this week, for example, we just found out about a proposal for 90 wind farms at a height of 260 metres slated for farms in regional New South Wales. Now, we're talking here about generational farmers who are facing the prospect of having their land destroyed and cut up and their farming operations turned upside down by the net zero and renewables only fantasy. And they are angry, and they have every right to be. Yet delusional Bowen thinks net zero is the answer for the regions. And look, it got even weirder today.
I've been given a copy of the Coalition's anti-net zero bill. What they're really doing is betraying people in rural and regional Australia, because people in rural and regional Australia are people who pay the price of drought and floods, Mr Speaker, which will be more common and more severe under climate change.
Look, where to start? Where to start with this bloke? Seriously. This is the minister who thinks that an experiment of transmission lines, giant wind turbines, green hydrogen, solar farms, batteries are actually going to stop droughts and floods. This is the minister who claims to be the big champion of the regions, out there, number one supporter, yet is actually sticking it to farmers who have to wake up every day and see these hideous transmission lines razoring their land and battle with wind turbines which have been earmarked for their properties. This is the minister who is rushing to shut down coal plants for climate change with no plan B for energy generation to keep the lights on in this country. And this is the minister who said that our bills would go down under the renewables only plan. Yet, as we all know, they've gone in the opposite direction. And now the Coalition has a real chance to have the energy and net zero debate that we just desperately need in this country. So if Bowen wants to see what standing up for regional communities actually looks like, well, look no further than Nationals MPs Barnaby Joyce and Michael McCormack. Now, they say keep your friends close and your enemies closer, and it was good to see these once political rivals out today on a unity ticket backing in a private member's bill to drop net zero 2050.
Where is the source of this? And the head of the serpent is net zero, a lunatic policy, complete lunacy, that somehow in that building there's an action that can be taken at the dispatch box which will get rid of droughts and cyclones and stop animals going extinct and warm and cool the ocean, and it'll do everything. Change the temperature of the globe, change all that up there, just because Chris Bowen says so.
We've got the countryside being littered with wind towers. I mean, we've got a proposal between Bowning and Bynalong, idyllic, peaceful places to put 90 260-metre tall wind towers. This is just madness.
Look, good on them. We emit 1% of the world's greenhouse gases in Australia, yet we sell coal and gas to India and China, two of the world's biggest emitters, and two countries not even signed up to net zero by 2050 themselves. We are absolutely floundering on energy policy in this country, and really on both sides of politics. So the starting gun has been fired on energy policy by these two Nationals MPs today, but it really is going to take some serious leadership. And realistically, it's either abandon net zero 2050 altogether or get there with nuclear energy in the mix. No other country is coming close to achieving net zero on a renewables-only fantasy. And if we don't get some real leadership soon on this matter, we're going to continue to hear nonsense like this.
And we saw the member for New England The new dream team, the dream couple, the member for New England, the member for Riverina are out there this morning backing each other in. The member for Riverina said on the Kieran Gilbert show, we're virile and we're out there, he said. The member for New England and the member for Riverina. Now, this is not his Tinder profile. This is his dream ticket. This is his dream ticket. He's not looking to swipe right. He's looking to swipe out. The member for Maranoa, Mr. Speaker, is what he's trying to do.
Look, you know, it's like he wakes up in the morning and he tries to find these wacky comments, which are just at best cringe and borderline deranged. Now, the Coalition are in for a very long parliamentary year ahead.